Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. English here from I Am English TV, and today I want to talk to you about a quick thing. Well, it might be quick, it might not be. I want to talk about the success of YouTube, um, and whether or not we'll be able. If everyone who strives to be successful will see the level of success that others have in the game. As you see, I was talking to my boy Kevin Nether. You don't know him, Kevin Nether is the the creator of Tech Ninja Speaks. If you look him up on YouTube, Kevin the Tech Ninja, you will see that his channel is pretty damn awesome. He does tech videos like myself, and he is way more successful at it than I am, and many others, in respects to what he has been able to achieve as far as his subscriber count. Um, and he has well over 100,000 subscribers, and he posted a tweet earlier today, so we were talking back and forth. He said, "I've heard famous." He's referring to himself. He says, "I've heard famous being said about me a few times this week. Is fame once you've reached 100,000 subscribers? Be honest, I don't think I'm famous. Just being just a regular dude." So I responded to him and I said, "Yes, because 100,000 subscribers is such a sweet spot that separates what most people consider in YouTube being a hobbyist and like being a wannabe, right? I mean, so for example, I put myself as example. He has well over 100,000 subscribers. I barely have like 12,000. And my subscribers have been going down. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately, but I've been seeing a decline, which is like kind of made me explore my other options of social media, such as like Facebook and Twitter and stuff. So um, I realized very quickly that this is not a quick-paced game. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme to YouTube. There's nothing about YouTube that's easy, and there's nothing about it that gives overnight success. For some people, it could be like the lottery. For some others, it's not. It all boils down to who you know versus what you know, and that's what I think. Every almost anything in life comes down to that. Uh, it depends on who you know, who can get you those connections. Who can get you on this spot, who can get you on that spot. Who can slide you a contact for this company or that company that could put you on the map. It just really depends on who you know in this game. And but getting back to what we were talking about, um, he was saying that his mindset hadn't changed from 20,000 to where he is now, and he still feels the same. And I said, that's fine. I would feel the same as well, but you know, it, a big difference, which changes people's mentality, is when they go from 20,000 to 100, and then they start seeing more success, and then they find themselves at 500, and then next thing you know, they're creeping up on a million, and a hobby that they were just using as they were just creating as a hobby can now turn into a serious source of income. So now you have a chance to do what you were doing for your hobby as your number one source of income. And he was saying that basically, yeah, he has success, but he doesn't. When he just bought his house. He got married and just bought his house. That he didn't count YouTube as any of his source of income. And I was like, rightfully so, because at 100,000, like he was saying as well, is it's not really enough to make a living. And I agree, unless you're bordering a million or above a million, you're not really gaining much in terms of money for yourself. I would say that you have to have broken that million mark to really see some money coming in. I mean, for example, I remember when I think it was Unbox Therapy a couple years back. He was saying that he like charged like 40 or $50,000 a video, and you look at how many videos he was doing a week. That's pretty insane. I mean, that's a lot of money, um, depending on who you are. But that's a lot of money. So it's one thing, to not consider yourself famous, but I would consider anybody that has 100,000 or more subscribers YouTube famous if that's your platform of choice. If it's YouTube, I would consider you famous for YouTube. If you go out in the regular world or at your job or something, people may not even know who you are unless you've told them. But generally speaking, you have reached a level of fame, um, which has garnered you to have so many subscribers and so many people pay attention to what you do. Now, I was explaining to him that uh, people would love to be in this position. Me, for example, if I had 100,000 subscribers right now versus the 12 that I have, I guarantee you that I would be spending most of my day sifting through emails from companies who would be sending me email requests for me to do reviews on their products, um, and to be getting paid. You get paid sometimes. It just depends on who it is. A lot of people still want you to do, which a lot of people don't understand or you think about. A lot of these people that will contact me or contact somebody like Kevin, they really want you to do a lot of this stuff for free. Um, a lot of the big companies are actually pretty stingy. They really don't want to come off of any cash. And a lot of the big products that you see, like when, for example, when people do the new videos for like new graphics cards or new laptops, stuff like that. When you see that kind of stuff, and these people are like the first on the scene to do these reviews, you have to really understand. And I guess a lot of people don't put it out there. I know Kevin's put it out there a couple times for some of the stuff that he's done, but a lot of these things are these are review products. So what that means is that if I'm MSI, I'm going to send you the new laptop that we just built for you to do a review on it. So I may only give it to you for a week, but then you have to return it. You see, a lot of people don't tell you that. When these graphics cards come out, they send a lot of these sample units out, these review units out for people to do reviews and benchmarks, but they have to send them back. A lot of people just assume that because they're showing off these stuff and they get it first and they're doing all this, that YouTubers are rich and like they get all this crap and they just have so much, this mountain of tech just sitting around. That's not the way it works. A lot of the times, like I said, people will send you review units. I personally myself have not received any review units. I'm not big enough for MSI to want to talk to me. The biggest company that I've probably talked to is Logitech and Corsair. I mean, and they're really huge in the computer space as far as tech goes, and those are the biggest people that I've talked to. But they've let me keep everything. So I've even done reviews for, giveaways for some of the stuff. So it just depends. I was personally told by a representative of a company that usually they make exceptions for people that are less than 50,000 subscribers. They will sometimes make exceptions to the rules, but usually if you're wanting to get paid, you have to have at least 50,000 subscribers for them to be in negotiations with you. So all that goes to say that is I was telling him that I would love to be in his position where I have more opportunity to actually turn people down, or I have more opportunity to really decide where I want to go in the space of YouTube. Like as far as not in the space of YouTube in the tech world, like if I had 100,000 subscribers, I would have people begging me to review their stuff. I wouldn't have as much of a hard time going to some of these companies and saying, "Hey, you guys are about to release that new graphics card next month. Is there any way that I can get this on my channel to keep and not return?" You know what I mean? It's someone is it's one of those things where you have more pull, you have more play when you have that much of an outreach for these companies to look at you and say, you know what, hey, this guy has over 100,000 subscribers and even more people watching him. Let's go ahead and give our product to him and let's see what he can do, because he could possibly generate some sales on our end. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people that come to you and want you to review their products for free, they tell you they'll just give you the product. You have to really think about what you want to do and don't want to do, because like I said, a lot of these people, they want you to review the product, put a link in your description to the product for them to add. Add a discount code. Share on social media. Leave an Amazon review. Leave a review on this place. Leave a review on this place. They want you to do all this legwork for them. And if your video generates sales from your audience for their product, in the end, what did you get? You got a free product, but you got nothing in return. I mean, your video could go on to be really successful, not maybe at first, but maybe in the long run, to generate sales at an endless point for them. So in the end, you're really getting nothing, which is why the rule of thumb usually is charge a penny per subscriber. I was told that information by Mr. Tech Ninja. To a good way to start and stuff like that, and you kind of decide what you do for free and what you don't do for free. But you have to have a mixed bag in there, and to keep it honest and keep it good. But I am a firm believer that in this space, to be successful in the tech community or in the gaming community, you really have to network. And it's one of those things where I have a hard time. I've said it before. I have a hard time kissing ass. I have a hard time really just being like selfless to the point where you feel like a whore, man. Like I refuse to grin and skin and just try to, ride the coattails or just blatantly be that person that's always trying to be in the mix. I don't know. I have a hard time with it. Now, if I was like on a level of success, as far as like when I think about it, I think in terms of when I used to watch Dom Esposito or something like that, tech guy, pretty good videos. People are partial to him. I used to watch his videos when he was like really low in subscriber count, and he made really, really good videos. But I noticed that when he started grouping up with TLD and stuff like that, and people started seeing him around those other guys, a lot of those guys group together, and they're very smart now because they all kind of click together and they stay together and they share their talent and their info with each other very closely to help grow each other. That's the way you should do it. That's the way it should be. In this tech community, everybody's for themselves. You'll see a few click together, but the rest of them you see is the people trying to always attach themselves to other people, whether they're tweeting everybody every day or they're trying to, they're constantly just trying to be seen. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's a good way to let other people know that who is this other person that's always talking to this guy, or who, I'm not trying to do that, but some people can say that about this. No, why are you talking to Kevin Tech Ninja? Maybe you're trying to boost your own shit. No, it's not the case at all. We talk, it's very rarely, and it's usually not public. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? His subscribers are not going to be like, oh, this guy, I'm English TV, I'm going to go subscribe to him. It's not the way it works, people. It ain't the way it works. But some people can, if you interject yourself enough, people will start to recognize who you are and say, who is this person? Who is this person? But you can always, like I said, the way marketing works in YouTube is you can always lead people to your page. You can't make them subscribe. You cannot make them subscribe. You have to really have your own unique style, something that they like, that they haven't seen before, or that they feel is unique compared to others. There's a lot of people on YouTube that go around in the tech community and in the gaming community that just simply copy one another. And I've seen people grow from 2,000 to, they're way above me now. And I don't know how they do it. I have no idea. When I look at their content, to me, it's a copy paste of the people that I watch. So I don't understand. But again, I can't hate on them. I can't. I'm glad for them. More success to you if that's what people like. Sometimes I wish I had a vagina and a cute face, and maybe I would make it. No, I'm not. It's not a knock on any of my female counterparts out there. Just making some fun. But yeah, I mean, like definitely, man. This tech community, the gaming community, is very competitive. It's very oversaturated. It's hard to be successful. So when you see people that are out there, there's a guy that I follow, Epis Vox. He is really good. I like his videos. It's very. Some people don't like it. I like it a lot. Um, there's just certain people that have their own style that I really like. So when you see people like Kevin Nether or Kevin the Tech Ninja, um, there's another guy right off the top of my head. I can't even remember. But anyway, he has a really good channel. He's over 100,000. But when you look at his channel, like, oh my God, it's like you see this guy, he has well over 100,000 subscribers, and you look at his video views and you're just like, how the hell does he have 100,000 plus subscribers and he's only getting like maybe like 1,500 to 2,000 views a video? Like, it's gone up dramatically now. He's hovering around like 4 or 5,000. But I mean, the guy was like getting like virtually, it seemed like there was no way in hell. And he had his platinum mark, from YouTube and whatnot that he showed off and everything. It was pretty cool. But people have this thing about YouTube, and they think success equals tons of views, tons of comments, tons of whatever it is that you think success is in YouTube, and it's really not that, man. I mean, it's really in the beginning stages, a lot of hard grinding. When you look back at it, you probably think it's a lot of wasted video, meaning that it was a great video, but it wasn't as great as it could be because nobody really saw it. Now, I have taken to the fact that I always promote my videos through YouTube's paid promotion service, and recently I've just stopped just because I'm just like, nah, not anymore. Not gonna do it anymore. It's whatever. I'm just gonna put the video out there and just whatever. I'm in a state of mind right now that YouTube is really on the back burner as far as where my focus is. I just got out the army. I'm waiting on my contract job to start. I'm in a house now, about to have a kid in less than 30 days. Like, I mean, YouTube is really, it doesn't pay me. And I'm only at 12,000 subscribers. So I can feel what Kevin talking about when he's like, it doesn't pay, so it's a hobby for me. But if one day I'll keep it up as a hobby, but that's all it will be until someday I'm in his position or in a greater position where somebody could pay me for the hobby that I love to do. Heck, that's gaming. So success is really defined by what you feel is successful or not. I can easily point to you and say, if I was at 100,000 subscribers tomorrow, I would consider myself extremely successful. I consider myself successful right now. I never thought I would see anything above 10,000, and I have. So it's possible. I'm sure when I get to 100,000 eventually, I would probably still wouldn't feel fulfilled. Still want to reach that mark. My level, the way my end game for YouTube would be to be as big as somebody as like Marquez Brownlee or something like that. Being able to do exactly what I love and people pay you for it. You get to have all the perks that go along with it. The backstage passes, the passes to, to CES, the exclusive, backdoor entry to, to Tesla, and to do all these cool things that you wouldn't get to do if you weren't on the inside of the industry. Those are the things that are really important. Being able to have that opportunity, the opportunities that come along with the famous, quote unquote, status. It's just the opportunity, simply the opportunity. That's how I measure ultimate success for YouTube. You may have a different opinion, on your level of success or how you measure success, but that is ultimately the goal. Will I see that? Will I ever see that type of success? Probably not. That's just being honest. Because like I said, the market is too oversaturated. It's too damn big. There's too many people competing now. And in a market that's oversaturated, everybody's trying to copy the top percent of people who are very successful, the Marquez Brownlees, the TLDs, these guys who are the front runners of the tech community. Everybody else is trying to see what they're doing and copy it. Some of them have had success, some of them are not, but it's so oversaturated to where you can look up. You know what? I dare you, go look at the top 10 videos from different people that you see that come up on top searches for anything tech. Let's say something like iPhone 7 review. Try to go find some reviews, top 10 videos. You'll see that just about everybody's video looks the same who are not in that top echelon of the tech community. Not the Marquez Brownlees, not the TLDs. Don't look at those guys. They're the front runners. Look at the people that aren't as successful. You tell me what you see when you watch those videos. You tell me. Very, very little of them are diverse and have their own style. It looks they look very like cut and paste. And so people hate on me all the time when I'm on Twitter talking shit about people because I had to go on there and just like start unfollowing people because, like I said, man, it's I hate to see it, and you know I'm gonna call bullshit whenever I see it. I do it all the time. I'll call them out and just call people out and just can't stand it. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. Too many people tweeting about fucking iPhones and stupid shit that doesn't matter when the country's about to go to hell. All they can think about is fucking AirPods from iPhone. How they fit in your ears or some shit. It's like, come on, dude. Come on. Please. Please. Nobody gives a shit. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel, how you measure success. It's been a long video. If you've been watching, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh, also, go subscribe to Kevin the Tech Ninja and to myself if you feel like it. Definitely him because he's fucking awesome. Catch you guys later. Peace.